Hey guys, it's Growblog and I wanted to make a video today. It's kind of like a new series and I wanted to do a video basically where I talk about a YouTuber or YouTubers and I give my opinion on them and I tell you whether I watch them or like them or wouldn't watch them or what I dislike about them, that type of stuff. So I'll just jump right into it. I asked on Twitter who everyone wanted to see, and of course I'm a small YouTuber so nobody really replied, but I did get one person who had asked me to talk about Tana and Idubbz. I guess I'll start with Tana. I like Tana. I'm a fan. I'm subscribed and I never unsubscribed to her, even though she personally offended me and hurt my feelings by saying kill yourself. I wasn't going to hold that to such a high caliber to where I would think less than of her. She's only 18 and she has 2.6 I think million subscribers and grew. She was one of the fastest, I think the fastest female YouTuber that grew in 2016. So like that's a lot of pressure. I could not even imagine people finding something from my past that I've said or done, like a tweet or something, and bringing it up and basically making me look like a piece of shit, especially if I'm an advocate for something. Like for instance, I'm a very big advocate for mental illness and for suicide victims and people who have lost people to suicide, people who are suicidal, things like that. In my past, before, I used to say very offensive things like, oh, I'm gonna shoot myself, or like emoji, like stuff like that, and I don't do it anymore. But I've never came out and had to apologize because I don't have so many people with their eyes zoned in on me and focusing, and I also don't have as much younger children watching me because Tana has like 12 to 16-year-olds. That's like 80% of her viewers. The thing that I have a problem with her is because she does have such a young audience and she knows she has a young audience, she puts out merch with the middle finger out on a jacket bomber. She has a t-shirt. It's literally someone flipping you off. You literally see like 10-year-olds taking pictures and sending them to Tana's Twitter like, oh my god, look at me. Like, you can't wear that shirt to school. Like, if I wore that shirt to school in high school, middle school especially, even in high school, I would get suspended. I don't understand how that's okay and like what kind of a branding that is. That's like one of the only problems I have with her. Branding wise and like financially wise, it's smarter to go for the younger audience because they're more likely to follow you and like obsess over you no matter what the hell you do. Like, you could literally be Hitler and there's gonna be these teenagers like running after you. Not Hitler, but that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Like, younger audiences, 13, 14, 15, are looking for someone to look up to. So if you are that person, you will easily be able to manipulate them into buying your merch, buying your shit, going to your show, paying $200 for or $100 for a VIP ticket, whatever, than someone that's like my age. Now, on the other hand, I do have two of Tana's merch. I have one of her bleach and tone shirts that was limited edition, that's white with gold, and I have the tie-dye bleach and tone shirt. I've worn the tie-dye shirt in one of my videos. If you don't believe me, you can go look. I'm not linking that shit. I don't care if you don't believe me that I'm a fan of Tana's. I am a fan of hers, but I do have problems with her in the way that she acts. And I'm not trying to defend her, but she's like 18. She's immature, but then she's also not immature. She acts kind of like me when I was 16, trying to be that like badass type, but like you're not badass at all. Like the whole like she was on an airplane and these old people fought with her and she made a video like, bitch, motherfucker, fucker, bitch, fight me. Like, really? Really? You are 18 years old. You are an adult. You realize you could have gotten arrested for that? Like, they could have pressed charges on you for that? Like, you both looked stupid as fuck. If I saw that in an airport, a grown-ass like adult and a fucking little teenager yelling at each other, I'd be like, grow up, both of you. But like, things like that is kind of like you're teaching like these younger kids that that's the way to handle situations and problems like that, and that's just not right. I don't know, it's things like that, and they're so young and impressionable that they're gonna think that that's the way to act, and like, oh, that's so funny, like, oh my god, I should go do that. Like, if I have a problem with someone, I should tell them to fight me. Hannah, if you actually got in a fight with someone, you would get your ass beat. You've even said that yourself. Like, you're not a fighter, so quit trying to act cool. Be your authentic self again. Quit trying to get like this certain audience. Be your damn self. Stop trying to zone in on an audience and just be your authentic self, and people are gonna like you again. I've never not liked you, but I've been disappointed because of some of the things you've done. But I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, I'm unsubscribing. I'm not going to judge her and quit watching her because she makes a few videos or does a few stupid things, because she's human. YouTubers are literally just people. They're not any different than us. They make mistakes. The only difference is they have spotlight on them. I just think that Tana has some growing up to do and needs to just get back to being herself. And as for her assistant Alyssa, I actually felt sorry for her. I know how it feels to need money, and $30 wasn't a lot to Tana, but it's a lot to someone who doesn't have it. But because Alyssa has literally gained like thousands of subscribers because of this whole shit, I'm starting to believe that she was doing all of this for the publicity and for the fame, because she literally would tell Tana all the time, oh, I need subscribers, I need them, how do you do it, how do you blow up? You fucking, I don't know how to blow up. I assume you fucking put videos out every day and be your damn self. But Alyssa is the fakest little bitch. Like, I even DM'd her and was like, oh my god, I can't stand Tana, like, I can't believe she would do that to you, what a little bitch. And then she like replied to me some like half-ass shit like, yeah, I know, thanks for understanding. And then I'm like, what the fuck? As soon as she started collabing with the Caci Twins or whatever the fuck their last names are, those incest girls, all respect lost. Like, those girls and Alyssa are both doing that for publicity and fame, and it's fucking ridiculous. And the Caci Twins literally were like, Tana just did all that because she's jealous because we have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views on our videos. You realize you have like 300K and Tana has 2.6 million, right? And Tana gets literally 1 million views per video. Like, your incest thing isn't working, honey. Go to something else. Anyways, I'm getting heated. I need to take a seat back. Take it down a notch. All of that being said, I do support Tana. I do like her. I think she's really funny. I love her story times. I don't think the story times are fake. I don't think the stalker story is fake. I don't think that she intentionally meant to not pay Alyssa the $30, but now I'm kind of like, you know what, bitch, you fucking broke her washer and she had to get it professionally cleaned, and you broke thousands of dollars worth of clothes because you were too lazy to look at there was dog shit on clothes. So like, bye. Like, $30 is not worth it. And plus, you both were dumb as fuck and didn't get any legality type things into it. You didn't sign contracts, you didn't do anything legal, you weren't legally working for her, so that's your dumbass fault for not doing that and getting a signed contract stating when you'll get paid, how much you'll be paid, all that, because legally you have nothing now. So because you were basically working under the table for her. So have fun with that, hunty. And I'm so glad for you for getting 16,000 subscribers now, because you're a fake ass bitch. And Caci Twins, you're nasty. You're nasty. Go home. So I do love Tana, and I hope that she learns from this and that she grows stronger from it. And I don't care what anybody says. I genuinely feel sorry for her, because she's never gotten this much hate to that multitude, and I don't think she deserved it. Yeah, she fucked up, but you know what? You know how many other YouTubers have fucked up? But I don't think she deserves to lose thousands and thousands of subscribers. I don't think she deserves to have literally like way more dislikes than likes. And I don't think that she deserves to have so many people going on her Twitter, Instagram, YouTube comments, everything saying, say N-word or you're a hypocrite, you're a fake, you're a liar, blah, 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 because we don't really know. And until we do know, until there's facts of all this stuff that people are saying about her, like her stories are fake, she's a hypocrite, blah, blah. All we know is she's genuinely apologized. Whether the damn video is monetized or not, that's her job. She hasn't put out a video for a while. Of course she's gonna monetize it. Plus, honestly, I would monetize it too. If all you little bitches want me to apologize for something I did 2-3 years ago, you know what? Money. I just think it was a genuine apology, and she straight up apologized for saying kill yourself. And before, she was saying that saying kill yourself is not nearly as bad as saying the N-word, and I believe they're equally as bad. Nobody should say them no matter what. And finally, she did apologize, saying that they are just as wrong and one doesn't overdo the other, and nobody should say either, and she's learned her lesson. So I forgive her for that, and I think that's a good thing that she apologized, and I think it was genuine. So that's just my opinion on Tana. Now moving on to Idubbz. I think Idubbz is freaking hilarious. He can be offensive sometimes, he can be over the top, he can be an asshole, but that's like his YouTube thing. Like in person, he's, I assume, not such an asshole. And I mean, he's called out some YouTubers that really needed to be called out and really needed their shit to be exposed. So like what he does, his content cop, is a good thing. I think Tana's realized that she can't really make shit up anymore and has to be honest, and that's a good thing. I think everybody on YouTube needs to be honest. There needs to be more real people, and I think Tana used to be a real person, but she kind of went off onto the deep end of YouTube, and I think the fame and money and fans got to her head. And I think with Idubbz, that whole thing opened her eyes up, and she's going to start being herself again and start making videos that everybody loves. I think that Idubbz does hilarious skits. I think Max Mofo and all of those people, Filthy Frank, I find them funny. That's just my type of humor. I cannot sit there and say that it's not offensive to say the N-word because I'm not a black person. I don't know whether it's offensive, but to me it's personally not offensive in the way that they're using it. But I don't think anybody should be saying it. Don't get me wrong there. I'm personally not offended by it, but I don't think anybody should be saying it. But the fact that they use it in a comical way, like in a satire way, and Idubbz has explained why he does it, and like saying that I'm gay type of stuff, like people get really offended by those type of things, and I'm personally not so offended by it as someone that is of color. I don't know how to say this, but what he says in his videos, I personally don't take them to the like seriousness as someone who are on the streets just calling a black person randomly the N-word. And I don't think anybody should be saying the N-word, whether it's with an A or an ER, or whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian. And my belief behind it, and the reason why I don't think you should be saying the N-word, is because you don't see Japanese people walking around saying, hey, zipper heads, or Mexican people saying, hey, beaners, or white people, well, I guess really it's not a racial slur, but it kind of is, like white people like, hey, cracker. The whole, we're trying to reclaim the word, to me doesn't make sense. Like my brain can't wrap around it. If you want a word gone, you and your race as a whole has to stop saying it too, or else white people, Asians, Mexicans, whatever, are gonna think that it's okay to say it because you are saying it in a different meaning. So you can't sit there and say, oh, because I'm black, I'm changing the meaning of the word, but now only black people can say the new meaning and have a new meaning of the word. So if in the N-word ending with an A is supposed to mean like homie, and then N-word with an ER is supposed to mean like a racial slur, you can't really change the meaning of the word because of its history. And personally, I think that if you do have ancestors that were slaves, they would be really disappointed in you trying to change the word just because it's such an offensive word, and they truly knew what the word meant, truly knew what the word felt to them, to be said to them and said around them. So I don't really think that it's really fair to say that, oh, we're changing the word. I think if you want the word N, you have to stop saying it, period. Everybody has to stop saying it. And as long as black people are going to keep saying it, whether in the NA or the NE or the ER one, it's gonna be around. And that's just my personal opinion. Hopefully nobody gets offended by it. I'm just a white, spoiled little bitch that doesn't know anything because I'm white. And I'm a girl. And I'm privileged as fuck. So what do I know, right? Anyways, I don't think Idubbz is offensive to me, but he definitely could be offensive to other people. I don't know why I don't think he's offensive. I think a lot of people are really offensive on YouTube, but like for some reason, him and Filthy Frank and them, I just think they're really funny. And I don't watch a lot of their videos because a lot of them are like annoying, but sometimes I watch their videos and they're freaking funny to me, so I am subscribed to him as well. And I'm not going to be picking sides between Idubbz and Tana because Idubbz has said this himself when he does a content cop. He doesn't want people to go witch hunt the person he does a content cop with. If you go and subscribe to that channel because he does a content cop, you are part of the problem. That's what he said so himself. If you go and subscribe because of his opinion and his beliefs on this one person, you are the problem too. Like, don't get that twisted. You're a problem too. So that's just kind of my opinion on it. I don't really know what else to say. I like them both. I think they're both funny. I think they're both really talented in a lot of different ways. They just are both on two different calibers of YouTube, doing completely different things. And I think Tana is going to grow and going to prosper and become a really good YouTuber, a really good person even. I just think people need to give her a chance, and people make mistakes and she's owned up to it. And Idubbz is Idubbz. People are gonna find him offensive no matter what. People are gonna love him, people are gonna hate him, people are gonna love Tana, people are gonna hate Tana. That's just the name of the game. So that's my opinion. I like them both. I think they're both funny. I think both of them have done stupid shit and said stupid shit, but they're just human. So that's my first episode of my opinion on YouTubers. This is kind of everywhere just because there's so much drama involving the two that I had to talk kind of about everything and give updates and type of shit like that. But if you're offended by this and something that I've said, I'm sorry. You can bitch about it in the comment section below. I don't really care. It's my opinion. As I said before, I'm a white privileged little bitch that doesn't know anything because I'm white. Hopefully none of you are gonna unsubscribe or something stupid like that just because I have a different opinion than you. I'm not gonna constantly try to shove my opinions down your throat. I'm just giving my opinion because I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to do. Anyways, this video is already gonna be extremely long, so if you've already gotten this far, like, you're freaking awesome, and thank you so much for watching the whole thing. And leave a comment below what YouTuber you would like me to talk about next, or if you even like this series, or if you don't like it, or if you want me to stop, just let me know. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.